Why, hello. So, today I wanted to do a video all about Francie. I realized I've never made one before that was just about this incredible fashion doll, the first ever mod doll in the Barbie line, and I think she is quite key to any Barbie collector. You are going to learn everything you need to know about Francie. You're going to see all 12 versions of the Francie doll. They came out from 1966 to 1976. Now, my brother Cole is also a big fan of the Francie doll, so I asked him to say a few words about Francie, which I will cut into this video as well. So let's get into it.
Francie was the first doll to ever wear mod clothing from Mattel. She came out in '66. It was very popular when it came out. Francie was very much inspired by supermodel of the time, Twiggy. Twiggy was different than other models in that she had a smaller frame, slightly shorter, smaller bust line, and that inspired Mattel to do the same thing with the Francie doll. She was a little shorter, little smaller bust, and when Twiggy eventually had her own doll with Mattel, guess which body mold they used? I think that makes her pretty unique.
So let's start with the very first Francie there was, the 1966 Leg Francie.
Long hair, real lashes, and bendable legs. She's mod, you know, like new. And all her clothes are mod too. Real kicky things. Granny gowns, ruby jumpers, and stockings like wild. Francie, Mattel's Marvy new teenage doll. She's what's happening. You can tell she's Mattel. She's groovy.
Here she is, the very first Francie there was. We call her a bend leg Francie because her legs bend. And she has her own adorable little face sculpt here. Again, rooted lashes. She came in blonde and brunette. She does not have a twist waist yet. She does have her own incredible line of mod outfits. And this one is one of my favorites. My God, you can see the zipper down the back. Came with this little suitcase here. Mod was all the rage, and they used Francie to pretty much test out whether the mod look would appeal to kids. And it did. She sold very well. And then the next year, Barbie started dressing in mod outfits as well. Now, they also released in 1966 and manufactured until 1968 the straight leg Francie, who looks like this. Now, oh my God, is this not the most adorable little outfit you've ever seen in your entire life? Her legs do not bend, she doesn't turn in the waist, and she does not have rooted eyelashes. I have a repro of a straight leg right here as well, and she's so pretty. Now, from 1967 to 1968, we got the twist and turn Barbie, and at the same time, we have a twist and turn Francie. She looks the same as the bend leg, except now she can turn at the waist at an angle like this. If you're going to pick a bend leg or a TNT, obviously, you know, this one can do a little bit more. More crucially, in 1967, you know we were going to talk about her, the Black Francie doll was released. Same thing as the twist and turn Francie, only they used this darker vinyl for her body and face now. Now, I'm not about to shy away from the history of this doll. When this doll was released, she was referred to as, which was still an ugly racial identifier that was pretty common in the 60s. She was also not referred to as Barbie's cousin in the marketing. But still, even then, angry parents sent in letters to Mattel, outraged that Barbie could possibly be related to a black doll. And Mattel caved and discontinued Francie after her second edition. It's gross, but that's history, that's what happened. She didn't sell very well, they didn't make very many, and as a result, she is one of the most culturally significant dolls in the whole Barbie lineup, one of the most valuable dolls.
It's kind of a shame because it's so monumental. It's such a great occasion, but when the name is so offensive, it kind of takes the fun out of it. They kind of made 2 steps forward and 1 step back.
Now, the first version you see here has this rusty, reddish shoulder-length hair and lighter brown eyes. And the second edition has below the shoulder length hair and a darker brown and darker brown eyes. Major shame that they discontinued this doll. One of my most treasured dolls here. I've shown her many times in my videos. She is a beautiful, beautiful doll. Now, moving to 1969 to 1970, we had the short flip Francie. And let's grab a couple of her. Here she is. Here's another one. She came in blonde and brunette, and everything else is pretty much the same with her, except she has this shorter, cropped, curly hairdo. She is very, very adorable. This is one of my favorite mod outfits here called Bloom Zoom. Oh my god. The only difference between the 1969 and the 1970 versions was she came in a different bathing suit. Beautiful Francie, a great one to have in your collections. Next, from 1970 to 1972, we had Hair Happenings Francie. This is what she looks like. She only came in blonde, and she also came with a couple of hair pieces. She is very, very cute. A twist and turn waist. Now, the only difference with the earlier Hair Happenings Francies and the later ones were her lips were a little bit fuller in the later ones and her hair a little bit fluffier. This is a good Francie to have too. Next, in 1971 only, we had No Bangs Francie. She is a ridiculously expensive doll for basically just being the same Francie with a different haircut. They did make a repro of her, and she's absolutely beautiful. Oh, she has the twist and turn waist, the same face, everything. She's just got a different haircut. I wish they'd made more of these, but you know, whatever. She's a great Francie to have. Next, from 1971 to 1973, we had Grow Pretty Hair Francie.
New Francie with growing pretty hair. Long hair, short hair, just a pull grows at any length you want hair. Shiny hair, silky hair. Change it as easy as you change your costume's hair. Discover combing, braiding, styling. Discover Mattel's new Francie with growing pretty hair.
Yeah, this is her original outfit. Again, rooted lashes, blush, all that. So pretty. Such a fun Francie to have. This is a lot of people's very favorite Francie doll, and it's pretty easy to see why. She's a stunner. I love Grow Pretty Hair Francie. Such a beautiful one. Next, we have most people's least favorite Francie, and that would be Malibu Francie. Malibu Francie uses the Casey head mold. This is the only Francie that does not use the original Francie mold. In case you were wondering, this is Casey. This is what her mold looks like with rooted lashes and blush. It's also the same mold used for the Twiggy doll. Much tanner, just like Malibu Barbie. She's cute. She's spunky. A lot of people do not like this head mold, but what can you do? You put her in a really cute dress like this called Sunflowers from the early 70s, it works. She's cute. Next, from 1972 only, we have Byy Francie. And just like Byy Barbie, this doll has hands that curve in and thumbs that open and close here. Can you look at her thumbs and her hands there a little bit? I never really thought that this was the cutest Francie ever. This is her original outfit. She's actually very valuable, and she's very prone to having her legs detached from her body. A lot like the Talkers and a lot of those quick curl dolls. If you're going to hunt down a Francie, I really wouldn't suggest a Byy Francie. She's so delicate. Next, 1973 to 1974, we have quick curl Francie. They have these copper strands in the hair that allow you to instantly curl it and style it however you want. She's very pretty. She does not have rooted lashes, but she has bent legs and a twist waist. I have her in a cute little mod sleepwear look here, and this is a nice one. Again, like a lot of the other quick girl dolls, very prone to having their legs detach as well. So if you get one, be careful about these. Also, like any other quick curl doll, it's best if you can find one like this that has never had her hair messed with, because once they've been worked with over time, they become pretty much impossible to fix and get looking nice and neat again. Now that would bring us to the very last Francie that was ever produced, from 1975 to 1976, the Byy Francie. She's known by collectors as the Baggie Francie because she came in a bag with a cardboard piece stapled at the top. She was cheaper at the time. Mod was completely dead by this time. And Francie, she tried to go with the times and all, but eventually she just wasn't as popular, and they were phasing out all of the shorter dolls like Francie, Casey, and Twiggy. She is a straight leg doll, and her waist does not twist, but she's very beautiful. She's got this long hair that's straight, only came in a brunette. If you find a doll that looks just like this but with blonde hair, then that's actually a Baggy Casey doll. Yet that wasn't the only time they used the Francie head mold for a doll that wasn't Francie. Truly Scrumptious was a doll that used that mold. This is what she looks like. Absolutely beautiful. She's Barbie sized, and you can see the Francie head mold, hair pulled back, and this really beautiful do. But yeah, this is the very last Francie that there ever was. She's a great, beautiful doll. She has an amazing wardrobe, so many great outfits. A lot of people think that Francie's outfits are even better than Barbie's mod outfits. I don't know about that. They're definitely on par. They're just as good as Barbie's, I'll say that.
Francie was a huge inspiration. A lot of mod collectors are obsessed with Francie for very good reason. I say we keep lifting her up.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know which Francie doll is your favorite. Which do you have in your collection? Which do you want to get for your collection? Ugh, such a great doll. I will see you next time. Bye.